Greg Berzinsky here, and I'm finally in London at Cut and Grind to get my hair cut by Harry. And we're looking forward to seeing what he's going to do to not only my hair, but also to my beard. So let's do this.
Great. Well, welcome to London, my friend, and welcome to Covent Garden, and welcome to Cut and Grind. All right? So, let's start with the hair first. All right? So we'll do the hair. Okay? What for today? What do you want to do with your hair?
I'd like to get the sides considerably shorter.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the sides considerably shorter.
Yeah.
I like them fairly tight.
Tight. Yep.
And like a natural taper in the back.
Yep.
So on the sides you can go as short as you want.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And top, I think.
Yeah. The length on the top. What do you think? Do you think maybe something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
So we still have some sort of volume on the top and some height on the top, right?
Right.
Cool. All right.
And then on the part there, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. I find that when it's cut too much to a specific part in and these ends flop over, I find it gets a little bit too weighty, right? So I prefer, you can still have this long, so that if you flick it over or over, you don't get no pieces that hang over it, right? They blend in, right? So let's try something like that and we'll see how it is, right? So we're going to begin using the largest grade on our clipper, which is the number 4, okay? And we're working our way up nice and square, give you a nice square shape here, all right? And as we're doing this, we're using our mirror in front of us and we're looking at the shape that we're building up, okay? Okay, so as you can see, it's getting sharper and sharper as we're going shorter and shorter. And then we'll, like I said, we'll find what we think works well and we'll stay there. Yeah, so this is a 1 right at the bottom. Okay. And we're just working our way up. So like we said, we're going to take about that much off, I think realistically, so that does a nice difference in the hair there, right? So basically what we're doing on the top now is we're just giving it a square layer on the top and just getting rid of most of the bulk of the hair. So cutting into it so it's not too sharp and too heavy. Right, so there's still a little bit of a texture on the ends of the hair. After we'll dry it, we'll look at it again, and if it needs any thinning again, we'll do that once it's dry. But for now, we're just working through the shape. And just working our way nice and square across the top. Do you like to blow dry your hair much? Do you work with your hair yourself much, or do you like to sort of just rough dry it and do it? You do.
A lot of times it dries very quickly,
yeah.
So I just towel dry it.
Yeah.
And if I'm rushed for time, I'll hit it with a blow dryer, but it literally will dry in 30 seconds.
Yeah. And products? You tend to use products in your hair?
I like a lot of products, so Goop It On. I actually like a lot of textures, so I put use sea salt spray a lot of times, and either pomade or styling balm.
Yeah.
And then I actually will fix it with good old-fashioned hairspray. So I do everything.
Yeah.
I've described my hair as a medium amount of medium textured hair, but as you get older, the hair gets a little finer.
Yes.
So anything I can do. So I typically don't like to. I stop all barbers from using thinning shears.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well done. well said.
The ends, texturing the ends, I think is fine, but I wouldn't ever cut into it.
Yeah. I find if you sort of cut into it a little bit, it softens the hair the way it falls, especially the grayer area. It's like mine, you find the grayer area is a little bit more cool side than the rest of the hair. So now I'm blending the sides in a little bit more now with this. Like I said, with that point there, I've still left a bit, so you see it still has that hangover, but it just, you get a sort of a more of a blended parting. And then with the parting this way, doesn't matter where you take the parting. Right? So typically you can take it further down, you can take it even further down. Yeah. Or again, sort of higher up. You see? Don't have that shape. Yeah? But that's, we'll dry that and then you'll see how that benefits that area. So now, just scissor over combing it to blend in the lengths together and keep that shape. Perfect.
You can see how fast it
dries. It dries off. Yeah. Well, this is nice because it's got that sort of texture now that you can sort of wear it, either messier or whatever. But we'll slick it if you like for now. So you see how it sits, and I'll put the parting in so you see how the parting sits with the. Beardbrand sea salt. Okay, so with this, we literally just spray it in. So now we're going to blow dry. Okay, we're using this brush. It gives us a little bit of volume in the hair afterwards. And what I do first is I crease that parting, okay? So you can have that parting without shaving it in, right?
I call this the rockabilly televangelist.
Yeah. With this, like we said, we want to take some of this bulk off, right? So bring this slightly more compact here, right? And take this up, maybe there.
Yep.
Right, we'll start like that. We'll have a little look, and if we want to go shorter, we can take it shorter and shorter and shorter, all right? And then the tash, like we said, all we're going to do is right on the ends, we're literally going to snip them ends off so that it's a little bit more thicker there and not so wispy, all right? Okay. As you can see, with this, we're not going as extreme as what we normally do and go straight down because of there's wave and straight in the hair. So we're working our way down slowly, taking the ends all the way straight down. Okay. Okay. Around here, we'll let it fall. We'll have a look at it. Okay. You see these bottom pieces, and you see the top piece there. Right. So just using the scissors just to sharpen that line. Can you see how now the underneath hair is gone, and by going, can you see how that line is looking sharper and sharper? Okay, and like we said, with a tash, again, be very careful what we take out as the tash, right? So it's got to be literally just the tash, right? The rest of the hair stay. We twist this here. And just literally these ends, see that? Right, so for your hair, we will use something a little bit more like a clay, right? So it's not too shiny. Does that sound about
That's good.
all right? Yeah. Again with this, just really work it in so it sort of disappears in. And I like to just really, really work it in everywhere in the hair, not just in one place. Just make sure you really sort of get it everywhere in the hair. See, with this now, we can sort of mould it to wherever we want. Like you said, what you can do is, this is just like a hairspray. We'll finish off just controlling these little grey ones. Okay.
Now that you've made it to the end of the video, go ahead and treat yourself to some fine Beardbrand products over on our shop. If you're not already a subscriber, be sure to do that. And finally, keep on watching some more of our awesome videos.